Welcome to this episode of Scribe Stand. Ako po si Carlos Acamas with my resident guest, John Asterado of the Philippine Daily Inquirer. And nandito po tayo sa press room, isa sa kwarto sa press room sa Smart Araneta Coliseum. Kakatapos lang ng coverage namin ng Game 4 ng PBA 50th Season Commissioner's Cup Finals. Panalo ang TNT Tropang 5G 106-98. So tabla na ulit ang series, Brad, 2-2.
Square one.
Against Barangay Ginebra. It's down to a best of 3 series. So 3 questions na agad.
Okay.
3 questions tayo about this Game 4. First question ko, Brad. Siyempre panalo ang na-sweep ng Barangay Ginebra yung individual awards. RJ Abarentos, Best Player of the Conference. Justin Brownlee, Best Import of the Conference. So meron na naman bang curse ang mga nananalo ng Napag-usapan na ito natin sa mga dating Scribe Stand Pero syempre ulitin natin ngayon dahil may curse nga ba dahil pag nananalo ka ng awards, natatalo kayo sa Game 4. Game 4, not necessarily the series, but Game 4 naman.
I would like to say na meron dahil talo. Siguro may ganun talagang curse. But medyo ibay natin. I would like to think na in terms of performance, okay naman. Like si Brownlee, tinay niya nga dalhin ulit yung Ginebra from a big deficit. RJ finished with 21 points. Medyo mas malaking factor doon non-existent si Holt. Offensively, 5 points after yung kanyang big game number 3. Then of course, Scottie Thompson, 4 points. At pinoint out din ni Coach Tim na yung lack of bench support na in terms of stats, 24 bench points lang ang Ginebra compare sa 41 ng TNT. Half pa nung bench points, I believe, kay si Troy yata, starter yata si Troy.
Starter, hindi. Off the bench si Troy, Brad. Kasi si Japet yung starter.
So 11 points si Troy. So almost half nung bench points sa kanya. And ni-note ni Coach Tim, parang wala yung energy nung Ginebra unlike nung first unlike nung first quarter ng game number 3.
Okay.
So ito rin yung first time sa series na walang bumulusok agad na team Talagang dikitan. There was a time na si RJ nag-shoot ng 3, nasasagot ni Jason Castro. So for TNT, malaking bagay yon. Then third quarter, we all know what happened na nag-take over si Jordan Hedding. Then si Chris Macolo, na-shake up niya yung early struggles niya. May mga big basket siya. Kaya nakalayo din lalo yung TNT. For Ginebra, nandun nga yung si Brownlee at si Abarentos, but it was more na parang sila lang yung nagdala tonight against TNT, and that is something na i-address ni Coach Tim. He said na out-energize sila, out-physical kung meron yung sa vocabulary, but that was what Team Coach said after itong game number 4. For Ginebra fans, talagang disappointing night para sa inyo. For TNT fans, you're glad na nag-step up yung mga local sa kailangan mag-step up.
Kasi di ba yun nga pag nanalo ka ng award, medyo feeling mo baka mag-relax, baka maging complacent. Pero hindi maganda pa rin yung pinakita ng dalawa. Pinakita nila why they deserve the awards. Pero yung bench yung nag-relax naging complacent So siguro yun yung naging summary for Ginebra why they lost this game. So second question, Jordan Hedding, Brad, tingin mo naka-adjust na, or how do you think Hedding has adjusted with a healthy Jason Castro and Ray Nambata? Kasi nung may time na gumagawa siya kasi he was forced to carry more of the load nung either injured si Nambata, minsan injured si Castro. Kasi so usually dalawa lang talaga si Hedding yung healthy most of the time. So ngayon tatlo silang healthy, sharing the minutes. So how has he adjusted? And now breakout game niya at least for this playoffs.
Ang ginawa kasi ng TNT, ni-start nila si Jason Castro. Coach Chot felt na kailangan na with TNT down 2-1. And siguro nakatulong din yun na si Jason Castro yung mag-stabilize ng offense. And we all know na kahit pa yung hindi na siya yung Jason Castro na parang kung maglaro best import, he can still impact the game. And dahil may Jason Castro ka nga, I think it helps na si Jordan Hedding can focus on his other strengths na alam natin kahit nung converge pa, capable siya mag-score. Hindi lang consistent now with TNT, but tonight, very timely yung kanyang 29 points. He scored 30 against Meralco in a close-out game, itong semis. Napoprove naman ni Jordan Hedding na he can score. And I think tonight, malaking bagay nga na may Jason Castro ka na talagang hinayaan na nila Coach Chot na play important minutes para si Jordan Hedding naman makapokus dun sa maging contributor on offense, especially tonight nag-struggle si RR Pugoy, 5 points, and si Optana despite having 12 points kumbaga hindi pa yung an improvement from game number 3, but siyempre 3 of 9 si Optana, so malaking bagay na ang TNT may additional offensive firepower apart from the usual suspects ng tropang 5G.
Siguro yun yung susi ngayon sa TNT, no, na starting Jason and putting Jordan off the bench. Kasi siguro TNT already has enough firepower in the starting unit. So pag nilagay mo si Jordan off the bench, bahala ka na. Kumbaga, nasa kanya yung susi ng offense pagdating sa second unit. And he proved that he's one of the best scorers. And lagi ko nga sinasabi, Brad, sa atin na si Jordan Hedding is one of the, if not, he's the best, or he's the country's best shooter, not on Gilas Pilipinas. So, he proved it tonight, with his 29 points, with 5 3-pointers. So, yun, Jordan Hedding leading the bench mob para sa TNT to outscore the Ginebra bench 41-24. So, and that leads us to our third and last question. Yun, babalik lang tayo dun sa mga individual awards, Brad. Kung paano ba natin, syempre, not just the media, but overall, how did we come up with the voting, and paano natin, syempre, napag-decide na si Abarrientos and si Brownlee ang best players ng conference na to.
Sinong gusto mong unahin ko?
Unahin natin si Sige, si Abarrientos na. Feeling ko mas madali siyang pag-usapan .
Yun nga, kasi kay RJ naman, the fact na, kasi wala sa history ng PBA na nag-BPC ka, na quarterfinals ka lang. So, parang traditionally, ang nanalo is yung mga nag-semifinals. Alam natin, si Bolick at si Junmar were the top 2 sa statistical points. But, na-eliminate sila sa quarterfinals . Kung siguro si Bolick pumasok sa semis, baka mag-iba yung storya. But then, hindi mo there's no denying na talagang ang ganda ng nilaro ni RJ Abarrientos since the start of the conference.
Consistent, brother.
Oo, consistent. Hindi na siya yung like last season, may mga second guessing pa. Ngayon talaga may adjustment siya sa kanyang pagdadala ng bola. Like minention ni Tito na to si Johnny Abarrientos, na medyo nagbiraw na siya sa mga fancy na laro. Talagang nag-focus siya yung paano maging maayos na...
Mas simple lang.
Oo,
simpler.
Na playmaker. And grabe yung shooting din ni RJ Abarrientos. Especially may mga... Last season may ganun naman siya . Yung
flashes lang.
Nakashoot siya ng tres in a timely manner. Pero parang mas marami yung kanyang ginawa ngayon. So, well-deserved si RJ Barrientos. Also, the numbers speak for itself. Third sa statistics. Of course, with Judmar and Bolik out, the next logical to choose is RJ Barrientos. Well-deserved talaga. And actually, may talk na nga ngayon na baka maging candidate siya for MVP. Rightfully so. And, but of course, may pa isang conference. And yun, well-deserved talaga si RJ as this conference's best player.
And syempre, dun sa best import naman, syempre, nung una kasi, ang gusto ang parang logical natin ay si Bol. Syempre ba, dahil monster numbers, syempre, fitting for a true NBA veteran. Pero yun nga, i-explain mo bakit napunta yung, kumbaga, the tide turned toward the favor of Justin.
Kasi yung rule ng PBA is kung tapos mo yung semifinals, ikaw ang candidate for best import. So iba siya sa criteria ng best player of the conference na kailangan 70% at least 70% ng games nakapaglaro ka to be eligible. So, alam natin nangyari kay Ball, talagang very sad yung kanyang injury and napalitan siya ni Chris McCullough. So, yun ang rules eh. So, sinong tumapos ng semifinals, yun ang candidate. So, kaya nagtataka din siguro kayo, ba't si Gardner nandun ng Meralco, nagpalit din ng import Meralco in midway ng semis, then yun nga kay Bol. So, syempre, you have to leave McCullough and Gardner out of the equation dahil ilang games na sila nun? 3 games. Ang cut-off kasi ng sa stats is the end of the semifinals. So, pupunta ka na sa next logical candidates, which is Justin and Jalen Johnson. Ako tingin ko yung semifinals na yun doon nag-decide eh. Kasi si Brownlee pinrove niya talaga throughout the conference na kaya pa niyang sumabay despite yung big imports na nagdatingan, unlimited imports like si Ball and si Jalen Johnson na led Rain or Shine to an 8-0 start at sabihin natin unexpected dahil although we all know Rain or Shine consistent silang sa semis but unexpected yun for that team 8-0 start. Laking bagay din si Jalen Johnson and doon nagkatalo sa outcome semis eh. Nakita mo na dinala pa rin ni Brownlee yung Ginebra to the finals and fourth time na best import. Well deserved talaga si Justin Brownlee. Ito lang siguro question ko. I think mas mahirap siya kung si Ball nasano pa din. Kung hindi nangyari injury, nasa finals si Ball, medyo mahirapan tayong mamili dito kasi si Ball top the statistics. Grabe din yung impact niya. Actually, hindi lang sa laro but yung the way ka-interest yung mga tao sa
in fairness
with his presence. Pero syempre, i-check mo rin yung how TNT made this way to the finals na 8 seed sila na kailangan dumaan sa butas ng karayom. Actually, pwede yung benefit pa ngayon sa kung si Ball eligible sa award. Pero it could also be detrimental. And for Brownlee, syempre, yun nga, consistent from the start, talagang even at 38, is the oldest import pala, to hindi best import, na may asim pa si Justin Brownlee. So, it would be interesting kung sa amin, sa media, paano namin pag-uusapan yung paano namin pagbobotohan kung sino sa dalawa yung deserving. But, again, Justin Brownlee, well-deserved best import. Fourth time best import. Second solo second na siya all-time.
Wow.
Trailing Bobby Parks na may 7. And the best import is also named after Bobby Parks Sr.
Okay. On that note, yun, tapos na po ang coverage namin. Again, Barangay or TNT pulling off a 106-98 victory against Barangay Ginebra. Tabla po tayo ulit 2-2. So, crucial game 5, Brad, sa Friday. Dito pa rin sa Big Dome. So, any final word?
Well, we expect a interesting game. Yun nga, first 3 games, parang it's been yung sino maganda start, siya yung nanalo. Game 4, medyo nag-iba yung
Yung tema.
maybe who knows, game 5 baka could be in for a close game, but syempre as they say, bilog ang bola.
Okay. On that note, maraming salamat. Pahinga na po kami. Pahinga na po tayo lahat. Ako po si Carlos Sacamos ulit and Jonas Terrado. Thank you po for watching Scribe Stand. Ingat po tayo lahat.
Thank you.